Hey, how you doing? This is Joshua here with I Cut Grass. It's February the 22nd, 2018. Hey, I just wanted to get online real briefly and kind of give you something to consider, whether you've been in the business for a long time or you're just getting started. But before I get into it, if you would briefly, if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my page. I'm going to be much more active in 2018 on YouTube. Maybe you could recommend my page to some of your friends or some of your followers or something like that. I really want to be able to help people out as much as possible through what I learn over time and what I find has worked for me. And that way, those individuals that are watching the videos can see if maybe it would work for them or if they enjoy doing what they've been doing the way that they've been doing it. And the message I have to share with you today is the importance of making sure that you have meals with you when you're out working, that you're drinking water or you're drinking, you're hydrating your body appropriately. On the food side of things, the reason that you want to make sure you have meals to take with you, number one, is you can make better decisions about what you're putting into your body. We've all been there. We're out, we're mowing, we're working all day, mulching, whatever it is. We get real hungry, we don't have any food in the truck, so we run off to the gas station, wasting money and buying junk food. Or we go to McDonald's, or we go to Burger King. Stop eating fast food. Get rid of it. It is filled with toxins and carcinogens. It is horrible for your body. It's a fact. Okay, I'm not a registered dietitian, but this is a fact. You can do your own research. You don't have to have a PhD or a 4-year degree from any institute that simply wants to take your money for you to be able to educate yourself on why these foods are bad for you. I don't want to get off onto an organic tangent, but you want to try to get into the organic side of foods as much as possible so you can get away from the GMOs and all that kind of stuff. But more importantly, make sure you have meals ready. What I will do oftentimes is I'll put something in the slow cooker and I'll put enough in there that I can have 9-10 meals with it. And then I'll take 3 or 4 of them with me out, and I know I'm going to be working all day, sun up to sundown on this particular day. So I can do that when I've got food. But the second I don't have food, my productivity stops, my quality of work stops, and this is just me. Maybe you're one of those guys that you can do just as good of a job when your stomach is hurting and you're starving and you're about to get sick because you haven't eaten. I can't personally. Also, make sure you're hydrated. Get rid of the energy drinks if you can, guys. Look, for a long time I drank Monster energy drink while I was out working. I even went with the low carb one. But I tell you what, that stuff screwed my sleeping schedule. It gave me anxiety. It gave me a ridiculously concentrated amount of caffeine that's not necessary. Okay? A couple of cups of coffee is more than enough. If you need energy later in the day, you don't need a 5, 6, 7 hour energy drink. Okay? What you need is food. Put food in your body. Your cells are damaged when you put junk into your body. When you're drinking your water, something to consider. Get away from the cheap bottles of water that we can get at the gas station or out at Walmart or at some other box store that are real cheap. They have BPAs in them. Get yourself in the habit of either taking your own water with you from home that you've run through a filter, or using, if you have to use a container, use something that's BPA free. Okay. This is something, for example, that's BPA free. It's a metal container. Granted, the top is plastic, but it is BPA free. In addition to that, you'll see the only part that's plastic is the top part and the top lid. The actual body where the water is held isn't. Okay, we're out, we're working all day. The bottles that we have are exposed to heat and sun, and the BPAs get into your water from that exposure. So please give yourself a favor and get away from that. Even with the gallon containers, get yourself in something that's safe. Guys, this isn't, I know a lot of people say, oh, you can't trust anything anymore. Every time we turn around, we're told that something's going to expose us to cancer. It's going to cause cancer. Look, I understand that, and I see that because I read stories every day. But the truth of the matter is BPAs are bad for you, okay? The crap that's in the fast food, the crap that's in the junk food at the gas station is going to eat away at your profit, okay? And it's going to eat away at your health. That's a fact. And financially, you look at yourself at the end of the month, it's really easy in a month if you're out working at least 40, 50 hours a week, and I don't know anyone that works that little anymore, especially when you're established. It's really easy to blitz through $500 on junk food. And then you've got the money gone, and then you've got the potential health problems that you're going to deal with, okay? So consider that. When I first got started, what I would do is I would take a few cans of canned peaches with me, and it worked. But the problem that I learned over the long haul was that I was taking in all that corn syrup, and that wasn't good for me. So I started going to natural, real fruits. I'd carry peaches and bananas, and I'd have something with me in the truck. And on the days where I would have a trimmer and I'd have a lot of trimming to do, I'd throw a knapsack or something over my shoulder and put it behind me, and then I would work. When I needed what I needed, it would be right there. You got to improvise and do what you can, but consider putting good food into your body. Guys, I don't benefit from sharing this with you. No one's writing me a check to do this. My health isn't affected by what you do, okay? But we need to help each other and remind each other of the exposures that we're putting ourselves into that we take for granted day in and day out of that hard labor, right? I hope this helps you. I hope that you find it beneficial. Please consider sharing it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll have more videos coming in the near future. Thanks for taking a second to watch me. Joshua here with I Cut Grass LLC.